Welcome back, everybody. This is going to be the final scene, like part two. This time we're not going to get in the helicopter. We're going to go back to base. So you can see Sandbox After Demon was only saved like 14 minutes ago in real time. I just got off the helicopter. We're going to hop right back in. We are going to have to kill the boss again. To be honest, I thought when I went up to hit that window, I thought it was going to give me like the choice to stay or something. I was thinking of almost like the first game where you hit the button and then it like forces you to choose. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just walked away and gotten my like stuff off the ground. But the other thing we'll do is give me that tarp. No, it disappeared. Guess it doesn't matter. So I wish I hadn't spent, knowing what I know now, the traps didn't seem to do much. I think it was just the grenades. Unless he landed on those logs. That's actually hard to say. So what I'm going to do is... Yeah. That's first things first. See if that helps. We want these to be 0. We do have to make these again. Those seem to be the only thing that help. We're not doing anything but explosives this time, so... Grenades are 0. Time bombs are 9. And I'm not going to save over this one. So if we ever want to come back and fight this guy again, we can. The rebreather is on yet again. Not sure how I managed that one. So Virginia just gets dizzy from the cube. She doesn't die. All is right with the world. Maybe I was afraid that the cube would go underwater, and so I put the rebreather on just in case. It's like a excess of caution. That's what it is. Because we need to see our base be attacked by armsies for real, and whatever this new enemy is. We definitely haven't seen those guys yet. So there's no way we were ending it there. But I did want to. I'm glad I saw that helicopter scene with Virginia getting on, because I would have never known. Positive she wasn't there last time. You have a snack. And so I'm just hitting my hotkey for the grenades, like spamming it. So the second I can get them, I will. Oh boy. Come on. Yes, sir. Much better the second time. The key was getting those grenades out instantly and getting myself some space. Alright. No babies in my face, please. Good. Must retrieve my backpack. There we go. Now, when I turn around, they're going to be leaving. Peace out, boys. Me, Virginia, and Kelv, we're going to stay here. The LeBlancs, Tim and Eric. Not the funny guys from Comedy Central, but the OG Tim and Eric. The ones that taught us how to survive. Sir. In no way are you going to sneak in here after all that. And just like I feared, we're not going to have anything to save, but instead we got the light, and we're going to go jump off that cliff and get home. As far as I can tell, look, it looks like one trap got knocked down, and you know what? That's where he died, isn't it? He might have hit one of those log traps. Or I broke it with the grenade. Who knows? Maybe we'll come back to this spot sometime and build a little bit. There's no incentive to right now. Our goal is to get home. At least get good and airborne before it gets dark. Now, one thing is, somewhere are the binoculars. They're in these kayaks, like over by the front of the island. And to be honest, I do want to grab those. And so if I can, I'm going to do that this trip. If they're on this side, like... But I should really just go home and save and then do that later. I mean, here's the golf course. I'm really going by memory. I guess we're almost gonna have to like pass our base to get there, so it's silly not to go on the save. So I'm gonna knock on wood and say I think we got through the entire game without on hard survival, without being killed by an enemy. Although I did knock myself down on some spikes, and the final guy, the first time through, knocked me down where I had to like cut myself off the route. But I didn't die. And we did have to, you know, the game crashed about 300 times. All of which we recorded and went through it together. Didn't we? But it seems like it's been quite a few playthroughs since I've had any crashing issues. So knock on wood, I think that's all behind us. Are those the yachts? Yep. I mean, I think the binoculars are over here. Whee! The question is just how far up on this corner are they? But we can drive home while kind of scanning for the kayaks, if you know what I mean. And if we see them, we'll grab the binoculars and find a way to relaunch this thing. What time is it? Oh man, it's 5 o'clock. We don't want to get dark and not know how to launch. So let's see if we can put eyes on it. I think it's up here. That's them. We're getting them. I do like these on my base. Alright, so that might have been super dumb. But I actually kind of remember that this place has good loot up here too. It's going to be dark real soon, so we're just going to try to get up here and launch. A tarp. I know there's more good loot up here. And I can save. We'll go back here, huh? There's the world supply of tarps. Is that a night V too? I'll set it right here in case I ever come back. Now please let me launch. It might just be possible from right here. Let's go. Let's go. I told you before, don't give us a little start. You give us a little start, and we're outie. We even got the binoculars, boys. It's like the icing on the cake. Now I can see things, oh god, from up on my base, from way in the distance, and be able to identify it's Virginia, or Kelvin, or what. We are in great shape. Did it just become winter? Oh boy. This is not ideal. I think we're just going to be able to do it. We seem to have a decent amount of elevation. Is that my base? Oh boy. Looky there, boys. And we still have a hang glider on the other side of the map. Oh, and the radio is going. And we have one. Brother. We got night V's. It's good to be home. We never even drank our water. Let's have a little sip. Well, we got the binoculars and we got home. Okay, we don't want to... I guess that's where we saved by the camp. We'll call this one Endgame. Wow, wow, wow. So I got blood all over my hands. We're gonna get into some regular armor. Good Lord, we got the rebreather on. We are a mess. We're going swimming. We were dirty. All right. Let's see how we made out. We have no buckshot at all, but we got 57 slugs. I only used like 20 shells, and I have all the ammo I saved the whole game. I didn't hardly need it. Although the buckshot was handy on that demon boss, there's no doubt about it. And killing some of those demons in that big room right before the demon boss. That would have been a pain in the butt to do those guys with the cross while he was jumping on me. So being able to 86 those guys real quick was super handy. Man, after doing all that, we also got to get the... This is going to be our go-to ammo saver from this point on, of course, most of the time. And then you can just... Between these two. 3. The crossbow, the bow, and the sword. What else do you need for base defense? So one thing we could do is we could try to figure out what this endgame thing is and how long is it going to take before the armsy comes, you know? Part of me just wanted to kind of camp here. We got to wait for Virginia and Kelvin to come back anyway. We can't even catch fish without them. So we're back to 2 hang gliders. We can go to our other base and we could build a electric fence there. I kind of want to take this one down. But I won't bother taking it down quite yet. Who knows? I don't understand why I couldn't wrap the wire like higher on it. So I don't know, maybe I'll go watch a YouTube video on the best way to build those fences, but I know you can build them so that they're like too high. I saw on like Farket's last update where he was like, the problem is they can jump over them, but I've seen on another one that you can build them in such a way that they're at least too high, and I remember them having these diagonal cross members, kind of like this, but you know, then higher, so that they couldn't jump over them. And so I'm thinking if you had that, and then the swing traps right in front of them, you know, where the wood was on this side, and then it's like swiping this area. That way, when they come up and get buzzed, then they're just going to sit there and be a sitting duck as the swing comes back on them. So, you know, I could have built the electric fence right where I built the defensive walls, or in between that space. But I didn't. And I'm not sure we would have had the wire at that time for it. Only have 38. I'm honestly just going to dismantle all this. It was at least interesting to see how it worked. What I will do... I suppose there's no harm in leaving the platform. And you can do this. The platform. I would bet the platform is a cannibal magnet, like they want to come step on it. So I have kind of did this on my old, if you remember on my first base, I had this like, on one side of it, I couldn't close it off because there was like a uneven feature, like terrain feature. And so I built platforms over it and put traps on the top, but then I was able to spike the edges, and it was crazy how good that worked. So this is kind of a remembrance of that. I guess I'll set it. There's no reason not to set it here if I'm going to have the platform. Oh. See, I want 0 and sticks to be 9 again. You can be 8. Honestly, you are going to become 4. And then shotgun, you can be 7 and 8. There we go. The spikes aren't to be trifled with, you know? They are a serious, serious weapon. So I'm curious, like, I haven't seen it work yet, you know? It doesn't even matter if these spikes are, like, perfect. It's okay if they jump through it, you know? A lot of times when I've been building in the past, I wanted it to be a wall. But it's okay if they hit it and just get injured, honestly. So we'll make this real easy. And it only needs to face... yeah, let's say it only needs to face the one way. If I had to, if I was ever out here, I could come jump on this and fight on it. Excuse me. Where are Kelvin and Virginia at? They're far over there. I hope they're not staying at that shelter. Eventually he'll have to come here, right? Like if I spawn back in, I would think. Virginia seems like she's moving. I honestly can't tell what my boy Kelv's doing. And where are the enemies? We've been through this a lot, but everybody always thinks I'm joking when I say online. Like, my only complaint about this game isn't the story, isn't the monsters. It's just I want more enemies. This is hard survival mode, the hardest mode you can get. I've got limited ammo. It's literally hard to survive with the food and water situation. But, you see what I mean? Like, I'm chilling, like I'm on vacation. Where is everyone? I just want more enemies. More of everything. Big waves of cannibals, mutants. Make it Nightmare Island. Make it tied to the number of days I'm in. Like, if it's only day 50, you know. But by, like, day 200 or 300, if people go, it should be where it's hard to survive. And there's waves of things that are breaking your base all the time. You know, I want it to be eventually become like challenge mode where just each 30 days or something, or like each season, each full sets of seasons, it goes from fall to winter to spring to summer back to fall. That second fall, you know what I mean? There needs to be like twice as many enemies as that time the year before. Or like 30% more, you know, something so it's regularly getting harder and harder and harder. That's what... Seems like something broke there. Maybe it's just me tearing down that fence. Yeah. Alright, well, believe it or not, that is a defensive element I feel strongly about. That thing's going to be great. I feel like now you would just kind of watch their pathing and see where they come from the most, and put like another little... one of these by. Oh yeah. Like I said, they'll be able to get by it and stuff, but a lot of them coming down this hill and are getting drawn towards my door. You can see they're just gonna run into that, and yet I can see it clear as day. See if I can move this guy. Good. Pretty cool. I'm dying of thirst. Everything's always an emergency with these guys. I'm not convinced that they're getting any closer, and it might take a spawn in to get them back. Bones, you say? Where's my sled? Two of them together, we'll see if it actually catches one, you know? Someone told me if I'm an idiot or something, they need to have like electricity to them. I tried. I'm hoping that they are independent. So hopefully they'll either hit the spikes or these things. I don't think they go down this way too often, to be honest, unless they come this way and kind of meander over. You can also do this. Was that all my sticks? Whew. We're gonna have to keep Kelvin on that stick duty. Ah, I said duty. Have to get used to that being there, but that's the best spot for it because I can reach it easy. Yeah. Kind of mad that these have been here the whole time without me noticing. Stick heaven. Don't get me wrong, I knew the red trees were stick trees, but I honestly never saw them up there before. Because that's a gold mine. I'd have been running up there, boys. So my idea was... Oops. These set to 9? Yeah. My idea was kind of then pin this in a little bit with some more. More more rocks. Where's Kelvin? Where's Virginia? I need my friends. Oh, Kelvin is on the move. That is not where he was. That's not the base. So that's encouraging. Oh, we need oh god, the demon boss. Let's see what happens here. Huh. I'm nervous about this one, to be honest. You know what? We're going to use this opportune time. Huh. Come over here, dude. Well, I don't even know what to think about that. We'll have to do another one where we spawn in the demon boss, and we'll try and figure out what this new enemy is. I'm not doing it now, you know, like I'm gonna save the game, come back in, and I make sure that the spawns don't taint my other save in any way. Am I obsessive compulsive about it? Absolutely. Yeah, give me this good. Alright. I'm telling you, boys. I don't see him just go careening down the hill that often. So I think just a few more of these boys. And I don't come this way, usually. So we're just going to kind of path them right into the trouble. And I think more than the electric fence, which is going to be expensive with wires and probably have to be repaired too. And I think just put some loose spikes in here. Just get some free hits. And path them right on down into this stuff. Ooh. Now I got the radio in the base where I want it. I don't have to wait for Kelvin. It seems like it's not despawning. What I don't want to do is put too many radios down though and like have the music cross. Because I was thinking in my mind a little while ago, just hey, why don't you just put another radio where you can hear it when you're working out here? Well, one, I don't want the game to get bugged, and two, I don't wouldn't want to hear the radios changing channels and then crossing up streams, if you know what I mean. I don't even know if we need any more than that. These things are so darn good, it's unbelievable. Where are they at? Oh man, they look not much further than the last time I checked. Pretty sure we're gonna have to save and then spawn, come back in. Let's just do that. We're due for a save anyway, ain't we? I do wish there was something else I could do, like get a bag or something that lets me hold more. Even if it was only end game, and then like all of a sudden you could build faster somehow. You hold 20 rocks and 40 sticks and that kind of thing. And you've earned it because you've already beaten the game. I also feel like end game, like maybe now's the time I could spawn in a second Kelvin. And in that way, just doing these annoying things like gathering rocks and sticks wouldn't be quite so taxing. But with all these items and just even having Kelvin, it'll be nice. Yeah, why am I doing this bitch work just waiting for Kelvin? I meant to be waiting for like 5 minutes when he's been gone for a little longer than that. Alright, Finishing the rocks, the spikes. Was that really all that was needed? I still want there to be a path for me to get in without dying. Just have a thinning of the herd at this location. Now what we need, boys, more than anything, is a light right here. Or that is going to be our ass get poked by those things in the dark. Nope. That'll do. Let's say first and foremost, let's get one where they start. There's a puffy. And more sticks. We're gonna need another stick. There's some enemies. I don't need many sticks. You come chase me down into my lair, buddy. Yeah, you. No, Virginia. Leave him alone. Come find me. Yes. Yes. Look at him pick this guy up. I see that finger's still up there. It didn't kill him, but it knocked him down. Yeah. Look at my sniper squad up on the railing, dude. Tell me this isn't the best design. Come on. This is how you want to do it. Virginia, be able to walk in and out, chilling up on this thing. She can take the ladder up to either side, but man, she is just a sniper up there. The free pistol ammo. Kelvin, you better be close behind. Doesn't he look like he's still in the same spot? Is he knocked down? What could it be? Let's save. I can't believe what time it is already. I want to go put one more light out there. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the way the whole series has gone overall. But definitely, mostly of how the base has turned out. I love this thing. That'll work. I would say that'll work nicely. Give this side of the base a little more teeth before we go to sleep. Oh, and these snap traps knocking those guys down and doing damage on the big guys is huge. Last thing I remember I kind of skimmed through it when I was reading those patch notes in the last episode. You can also open these things now, and even if you have one of the items full, it'll still let you. So hopefully it just means I can pick these up more often. These have all been bunk. I got an oyster. That's good for Kelvin special. So most of these look like they're set. How is that possible? All these guys just ran? Well, we're gonna sleep. We will save, and we'll come back in, and we'll see if that brings Kelvin, my boy, back. Where is the radio? There it is. We'll sleep. It'll hurt, but only for a minute. See this? Greg? She sounds hungry, don't she? One boring episode, I'm going to cook like everything and just have it and stock up all these pots. How many I got? 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 pots inside this room at the moment. $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21. Oh, geez, like $25. Yeah, we're good on pots. If we filled all those up with food, we could literally not have to eat for a month. All right, let's just check on Kelvin one last time. He just cannot figure it out, so we're gonna give my boy some help. Endgame and Endgame 2. After Demon. These will be the main ones I plan to save on. Where is this? Clearly it's... Now what does it say? Oh, there's 2. Okay. Oh, Virginia. Isn't it? Isn't it what, Virginia? Alright, save with the rabbit. And that's going to be... no, that's not going to be the episode. Forgive me. We're going to see if this brings Kelvin back. Then I can sleep easy. I'm real happy we were able to... Look at that, it crashed us. Bear with me, boys. We're literally only going to come in for 2 or 3 minutes and just see if it brings him back. I might not even save. Come on. Oh, God. Well, the next episode will be me flying to go try and rescue Kelvin. Alright, guys, I'm just going to call that an episode, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.